Ride the Yucatan is your cage-free vacation experience. No cars, no buses, just motorcycles. Vacationing in Mexico is something we all enjoy, and riding a Harley around the Yucatan Peninsula for a week is as enjoyable as it gets. Ride the Yucatan Tour program provides you with the ability to combine activities with other things that we all enjoy. Affordability, sunshine, warmth, Mexican culture, history, food, and beer, beaches, and of course, riding a Harley. The Ride the Yucatan Tour program begins and ends in Cancun. You'll have a relaxing, enjoyable ride of around 1,000 kilometers throughout the week. Some days have more riding than others because there are interesting attractions and fun activities for you as well. Pricing includes motorcycle rental, quality accommodations for 7 nights, all taxes and insurance, airport transfers, bilingual tour guide, support vehicle, several attractions. Breakfast is included daily, and there are 2 lunches and 2 dinners included throughout the week. Tour pricing is user-friendly for couples. Pricing is the same for 1 person or 2 persons if riding 2 up on the same bike and sharing the same hotel room. Don't hesitate. The season runs November through April, so book your winter getaway vacation now. There are limited spots available due to fleet size. Canadian residents, contact Freedom Biker Tours. Find your freedom and ride the Yucatan.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the final installment of our spring live stream series. We're talking about our 2024 rides. Today, we're talking about Ride the Yucatan. My name is Rob. I am one of the main host facilitators and talking heads. I'm also the Ride the Maritimes road captain from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I ride a 2014 Victory Cross Country, and I'm actually looking forward to hearing more about this trip in a nice, warm location. So I'm going to bring in the rest of the panel. I'm going to start by bringing in my West Coast counterpart, the Travis.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Travis. I'm from Western Canada, Kamloops to be exact. I ride a 2019 Harley-Davidson Ultra Limited, and I'm looking forward to this Mexican series because I'd like to ride through the winter.
Riding through the winter is something all Canadians like to think about. So next I'm going to bring Next, I'm going to bring in actually a person who's joining us for his first live stream, and that's Kurt from C&M Motorcycle Tours. How you doing, Kurt?
Hello, my name's Kurt. I'm actually from Philadelphia, but I've been living in Mexico now for about 15, 16 years. We have about 8 Harleys that we ride, so I get to pick and choose what I like to ride. So, but my favorite is the Road King. So
nice.
Yes.
It's always good to have a bike for every day of the week, right?
Yes. Exactly.
You get to name them Tuesday if you want. Yeah. So the next person I'm going to bring in is the final person we bring in last on every live stream, maybe because we don't want to talk about him first, but let's welcome to the stage, JD.
Yeah, I'm always last. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I'm always last.
I'm trying to give you less opportunities to talk. That's it.
That's his nice way of saying, shut up, JD. Yeah. I'm JD. I'm the founder, chief bottle washer, tour guide, road captain, whatever you want to say for Freedom Biker Tours. Canadian owned, Canadian operated. Grateful to have my friend Kurt from down in Cozumel, Mexico on for the first time. He is the owner of C&M. He is our affiliate partner down in Mexico, and he's the guy that operates Ride the Yucatan. Freedom Biker Tours is the marketing company in Canada. We have participated in the tour, and we will be again. But we work in conjunction with C&M down in the Yucatan. Oh, and I ride. I have a 2017 Softail Deluxe that is fully customed. The good old Chicano look, straight pipes, 8 hangers, the whole deal. And I have a 2018 Street Glide Special with a 114 in it and the Stage 3 that's been custom built and designed as well. That's the one I use to guide our tours in Western Canada. That's the company-owned motorcycle. The other one is my personal bike.
It's always good to have company-owned motorcycles. We have, it looks like 8 or 9 people watching. No one's active in the side chat yet. But so let's start off. Kurt, please tell us about C&M Motorcycle Tours, a bit about the company, how you started it, and things like that.
All right. Well, I mean, we wanted to start it a few years ago, right before COVID hit. So we had to put everything on the back burner and wait for COVID to get through everything before we actually had to start the new company. I wanted something very unique that no one has in Mexico, especially in the Yucatan. There's a ton of things to do. There's tons of excursions and everything else. So I wanted something where people can actually feel, get the lifestyle of Mexico, not going to an all-inclusive, not, staying in Cancun or anything like that. We wanted to, ride, stay at different locations, show the custom of Mexico, the history, and a ton of really nice excursions we do. It's all included in the package. Once again, like JD was saying, it's a 7-day package. It's over 1,000 kilometers. Riding each day is different, anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. We stay at different hotels, 2 all-inclusives.
Yeah, we'll get into the. I'm looking forward to the day details. But so it sounds to me a bit like your Genesis was very similar to JD's. JD will fill us in now on the how the Phoenix of Freedom Biker Tours rose up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, very similar. We started. I started planning this just before the pandemic. The concept came out of a research for a graduate degree, a master's thesis that I did on motorcycle tourism and biker culture, and I really realized that nobody was promoting Canada on the international stage as an international motorcycle touring destination. And especially no Canadian-owned and operated company. And I also noticed something that sort of resonates really, really deeply with me. That, we all know the biker culture started after the Second World War with the veterans and PTSD and riding together in their clubs and associations as a way to let out their anxieties and things like that from combat. And it all kind of got messed up through the 60s and the 70s. Hollywood really sort of screwed things up, and the whole biker culture got kind of blown out of proportion. But those core values of freedom, brotherhood, sisterhood, authenticity, acceptance, they're still there. And I saw an opportunity to revive those core values through the Freedom Biker Tours brand. So in essence, that's where we are. And, Kurt approached me, God, it must be well over a year ago now, and said, I like your brand and I like what you're doing in Canada. How'd you like to work with me and promote my stuff in Mexico to the Canadians? And I went, absolutely, love to. So we went down last November and we did the week-long Ride the Yucatan tour, and it's amazing. You really get to see the Mexican culture, the Mexican people. It's a lot of fun. You move around a lot. Some days are longer riding than others. The attractions and the excursions, the activities that we get to do, they're a lot of fun. Chichen Itza is really, really cool from a historical perspective. Jumping into that huge cenote, that big sinkhole, and swimming, that's a lot of fun. So yeah, it's a great program, and we're proud to be affiliated with C&M Motorcycle Tours. So Freedom Biker Tours itself, just to talk a little bit about, we are your cage-free motorcycle vacation. Oh,
Sorry.
that's Kurt's phone?
Yeah, it's my daughter.
Bad boy. So, cage-free, no cars, no buses, just motorcycles. That's what Freedom Biker Tours brand is all about. You know, it's the same reason a dog sticks his head out the car window, right? You smell everything, you hear everything, you feel everything, you see everything. That's what it's about on a motorcycle tour. The whole idea with these tours, with Freedom Biker Tour stuff in Canada, Australia, and Mexico, is it's the same kind of thing that you would experience if you took a vacation on a bus tour. But we ride motorcycles. We're cage free. But there's meals included, there's accommodations included, there's activities included, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. That's thing. And one of the terms that I like to talk about is called throttle therapy. That's actually a real term, throttle therapy, that I came up with during the research for my thesis. And throttle, one of the definitions that I really liked is throttle therapy is the term for time spent on a motorized bike with the intent to enjoy feelings of euphoria that may exceed the capabilities of prescription or illegal drugs. That is a cool definition. And on all the Freedom Biker Tours programs, and including Mexico, we do get a lot of throttle therapy. Riding in a group is the safest way to go, especially for those who have not ridden in a particular region or who do not have lots of experience riding cruiser-style motorcycles. Well, this is even more so applicable for Mexico. I mean, who's ridden a motorcycle in Mexico, really? Other than us? Nobody, really, right? So riding in a group is definitely the safest way to go. And it's not because Mexico isn't safe, because it is safe. Just, it's always better when you don't know the roads and stuff, right?
Knowing where to go and stuff like that, and you're going to be more paying attention around you rather than you're trying to find your nav system kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Kurt's partner in the business is a guy named Manny, who is really a cool guy. He's super funny. He speaks fluent English and Spanish. He's Mexican, and he's up front, and he knows what he's doing. And, yeah, he's a great guy. We had a lot of fun with Manny. And Manny's son, Carlos, is the other guy who's the tail gunner or the sweeper at the back. And Carlos is funny. He's learning English right now. And so we had a lot of fun with Carlos, teaching him really good English.
Cool. Well, on that note, we'll start kicking off the day-to-day. But I'm not sure how we'll talk about the smells. But, because Carmen's talking about how we get to smell Mexico. And so let's talk about who wants to talk about day one.
I can do day one. All of our tours start on a Saturday. We're on Saturday to Saturday. So we get a lot of our customers or clients or whatever. They usually either fly in on Saturday or like JD and Harman, they actually flew in on Thursday and stayed at the Havana Hotel. So they will actually give you the same pricing, even though you have to pay for it yourself, but they will give you the discounted pricing that we pay for the hotel rooms. If you want to like book in advance and stay a couple of extra nights here or there. So on our first day, we do orientation at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Once everyone's arrives, and we give them their luggage tags, get them in their room, get them all situated, and everything else. We have a conference room that we have orientation in. Most of the we normally have like snacks, drinks, and stuff like that while we're doing orientation. And then basically what we do is we go over, things to remember. There's, a couple things that we go over. Make sure you don't drink the water. That's the most important thing, because you drink the water. Yeah, that's on you. That's all on you. So, but no drinking while we're driving. Just simple rules, stuff like helmets need to be worn all the time. It is mandatory. I know a lot of people, don't like to wear helmets, but here you have to. And we just go over a bunch of different rules and regulations like that. And then we sit and talk, get to know everybody. And then, and then we just wait for the next day. And then we have breakfast in the morning, which is at the Havana Hotel. It's a great breakfast. It's an open buffet. They have omelets and anything else that you would like to get. And then we try to get on the bikes around 10. And then we also do any adjustments. There's a big figure 8 out front of the hotel. So if you want to like adjust the foot pegs or anything like that, we can do it all right then and there. And then what we do is once everyone's settled and ready to go, we head south down to Playa del Carmen. It's about 20 minutes actually south of Playa. And we stop off at our first excursion, which is Rio Secreto, which is the secret river. And we drop you guys off, get you your wristbands on and everything else. And then we throw you in. They have their own orientation that they do for the excursion. And then we head back to Playa at the all-inclusive Coconut Beach Resort, where we get your room set up and ready to go. And then we just wait for a phone call. And then when you guys give us a call, we head back, pick you guys up at Rio Secreto, and then we head back to the Coconut Beach Resort, which then once you get settled in, your room key, we'll give you your room keys, your luggage is already in your room, and you sit, relax, enjoy the rest of the day. And then once again, every day, you just got to remember that we do your luggage. So we try to have your luggage ready to go by 8:30, 9 o'clock. It does take us a little time, especially when you have, 10 people, 10 sets of luggage. So you got to give us a little time to get all the luggage and get them all loaded and everything else. So we usually like to have breakfast right after we get the luggage. And then kickstands up about 10:30 when everybody's ready to go. And then we're going to be heading actually west to Valladolid. And it's about an hour and a half ride from Playa. And it's through the jungles of the Yucatan, where the last tour we were on, the guys actually saw some monkeys, which was really cool. I've never seen monkeys before. So we were able to, we go directly to Samal Cenote, which is the second excursion we do in Valladolid. And it's basically a big sinkhole, which it's really, really nice. Lunch is included at this location as well. They have really cool gardens. They have some Mayan rituals they do. People dress up as Mayans and do some blessings on, for you and all that stuff. And then once you guys are ready to come home, ready to go, whatever, you just give us a call again. It's a 15-minute ride for us. We'll come and pick you up, and we bring you back to the hotel where we're staying at El Maison de Marquette, which is a really rustic hotel. It's really nice. It's a whole block, to be honest. It must have 120, 130 rooms in it, if not more. And we're right down on the square, too, where all the action is, where at nighttime, they have dancers out there, they have mimes, they have all kinds of just entertainment people out there doing all different things, especially different times of years. It also depends time of year what's going on. And then once again, we're going to give you each day. We're also going to give you a piece of paper that's going to tell a little bit about the town, restaurants to go out, things to do, other things that beyond the tour itself. If you guys want to do some history, there's a lot of good museums there and everything else. I haven't been to any of them yet, but a lot of my friends have told me about them. And then that's in Valladolid. So the next day, once again, we all get up. We have breakfast at 9, try to get on the road by 10, and then it's about a 45-minute ride where we go to Chichen Itza. That's where the pyramids are and the Mayan ruins. We pull into there, make sure you guys, we have a tour guide that is a good friend of Carlos's, Manny's son. He's a tour. He speaks really well English, and he goes around. It's about a 2-hour tour, 2.5-hour tour, and he tells you all about sacrificing of the virgins and all that crazy stuff. It's really cool. A lot of photos, a lot of photo ops, and then I actually head out. I head directly to Merida because I need to get the rooms and everything set up. But last time we did the tour with you, JD, they didn't have the road done yet. the major roads. So, but it's finished now. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stopping off after Chichen Itza to Piste, which is the town right outside of Chichen Itza, and we're going to be having lunch there. And that way, it's a really rustic, old Mexican pueblo, which is really nice. So you're going to be able to do a little shopping, walk around, see how the actual Mexicans live and everything else. And then from there, we're going to head to Merida. And then I will meet you guys in Merida, where your rooms will be ready to go at the Grand Hotel, which once again is right downtown in Merida. And they have all kinds of stuff going on in Merida there as well. They have bus tours. They have carriage rides. Last time we looked for the ghost tour. I know they have one, but I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking. So that's one thing that I've got to look for now. And then we'll give you, once again, we'll give you a little paragraph, a little page that has all the stuff to do, different restaurants to do, a little bit history about the town and everything else. And then you guys do whatever you guys want that day. And then, we usually just go and get some tacos somewhere, me and Manny and Carlos. But there's a lot of really nice restaurants there. And then finally, the next day, once again, we get up from the Grand Hotel. 9 o'clock, we have breakfast down the street at a Cuban place. Really good Cuban coffee. I don't know if you guys ever have really good Cuban coffee, which is really good. Strong, really strong. And then after breakfast, we head north to Progreso. And this is mostly like a relaxing day on the beach. And there's palapas all up and down the beach. It's basically a nice boardwalk. It's about 10 to 12 blocks long. And there's little shops and restaurants and bars and everything else that you can hang out. There's a museum there about the dinosaurs, because that's where the asteroid actually hit. It killed all the dinosaurs in the 65 million years ago. A nice little museum. It's free. Most of it's free, but they do have like a little movie theater where you could pay. I think it's like $4, and you can go in and they have like a 30-minute movie you guys can watch. From there, we just hang out all day on the beach. You go swimming, have a few drinks. As long as it's only a few drinks, we do allow that. And then once everyone's ready, I go ahead of everyone about a half hour in front of everyone, so I can get the rooms and ready with all the luggage and everything else. And then it's about a 45-minute ride. We'll be riding back to east to the Reef Hotel, which is our second all-inclusive hotel we'll be staying at. So your drinks, your dinners, your food, everything's included at this one hotel here. And then once again, everyone's, we hang out. We try to eat together if we can. Then then the next day, get up, do breakfast again, collect your luggage. We try to get on the road by 10, and then we take about a 3-hour ride from the Reef Hotel to Rio Lagatos. Now, there's two different ways we go. There's a fast way, or there's the long way. The long way it's more riding along the coastline, where the ocean's on your left and the bay's on the right. It's about a 40-minute longer ride, and you ride through a lot more of the small pueblos, little small towns all the way through. And then from there, once we get to Rio Secreto, we do the boat tour, where, as you can see, where the pink beaches are. There's we take the boat through the mangoes, where a lot of crocodiles. They have over 400 different species of birds. Once in a while, you can see, macaws and toucans, but most of those birds are jungle birds, where they don't like the ocean too well. But you can see them once in a while. But you get most of the flamingos, pelicans, ocean birds type things. And there's like I said, there's like 400 different species of birds. And then once after that, we usually have a little get together on the rooftop for the sunset. Gorgeous sunset. The sun sets on the Gulf of Mexico, which is gorgeous. And then we usually have a couple beers and snacks and everything there, and then dinner. And then after that, it's our last day of riding. We get up once again, 10 o'clock or so after breakfast. Try to be on the bikes by 10, and then we're going to head east all the way back to Cancun, where we first started at the Avani Hotel. Once we get back to the hotel, that's a Coconut Beach Resort, but that's okay. And then once we get back to the Avani Hotel, we usually have another get together in the conference room. We try to get everyone together, have a few drinks, go over the week. I usually like to talk to everyone and ask them what was best, what did you like best on the tour, and things to do, how we can improve it. And once again, we are a new company. We've only been in business 1 year, a little over a year now, and we've had 17 tours so far, which I think is pretty good. And I'm hoping to just keep growing and do extra tours in the near future. Hopefully from Cancun to Belize and back, and go to like Bacalar and Acamal and Tulum and all those other. There's a lot of other places that that we're looking to do on a totally different tour. So hopefully down the road in the future. And so, anybody got questions?
So one question that Carmen brought up, and you used it a couple times. When we're from, we have pretty soft lives. So rustic to us might be a different definition for rustic to you.
Right. Rustic means old. Historical, yeah.
Okay.
Historical, yes. Actually, the hotel we stay in Valladolid is the old governor's mansion. It's actually the governor's mansion we stay at.
Yeah, we've done the tour, and rustic, it means historic. The hotels are all really nice. They're clean. They're really cool and fun. It's the feel of Mexico, believe me.
Whereas, some people would take rustic as run down or beat up, but
no, historic is probably the best word.
That's
Well, American. So,
hey, Kurt, before we keep going, turn your light on, man. We can't see you.
It's getting dark there.
How's that?
That's better. Yeah, but you're still dark. That's better than it was.
Got dark on them.
Travis, any questions?
I was just curious. So, what kind of temperatures do you ride through during the day there?
Normally anywhere from in November through. Our season actually starts in October, and I like to go through like May. Actually, anywhere from November through February, March. It's usually mid 70s at night and mid 80s during the day. So, and we're out of rainy season. So, I mean, October, November is coming out of rainy season, but once you get out of the rainy season, it's really nice.
That's Fahrenheit he's talking about, not Celsius.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Fahrenheit. Yes.
So in the 20s.
Remember that.
That's why. So decent riding temperature for sure.
Awesome riding temperatures.
In the mid 20s to like, I think there were a couple days, and we were there last November. I swear it was around 30, 31 Celsius. There were a couple days that were pretty steamy.
Well, in Merida, it gets a little hotter in Merida, but it's that dry heat. So you get low
I'll be right into that.
So
It's perfect from where I'm from.
Just so everybody sees, this is the shirt. CNN Motorcycle Tours Ride the Yucatan. See, here we are right there. Yeah. All right. It's a great program.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about now? Do I get into the package, the 2-week thing?
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and start with the 2-week package we're going to be doing in October.
So what we've decided to do is because a lot of people, Canadians, want to head down to Mexico, have a 2-week vacation kind of thing. So we're gonna offering this fall. We're offering a 2-week package, and what it is the first week is the tour that Kurt just went through. It's the tour, that's it. But instead of finishing back at the same hotel near Cancun Airport, we're actually going to finish. We're going to head to Playa del Carmen, and we're going to take the ferry across with the motorcycles to the island of Cozumel. And we're going to spend a week on the island of Cozumel. And again, it's an all-inclusive vacation package. This particular one is for couples only. There's only 5 spots on this tour. So that's 10 persons, 5 spots, 5 Road King, Harley Davidson Road King motorcycles, all designed for couples riding, the whole deal. And once we hit Cozumel on the Friday, we'll be there about 6 p.m. or so, Kurt, 5:30.
Yep. We're going to take the 4 o'clock ferry.
We check in to a really nice hotel on the main strip there. Right in the downtown area of Cozumel. It's the Casa Mexicana Hotel. Been there, seen it. Really nice hotel, nice and clean. Nice breakfast buffet included every day. Dinner that night is included, like it is on the regular tour. Some beer, wine, and margaritas for everybody. A couple drinks each, kind of things included as well. And then after dinner, the cool thing about this particular departure, which is October 26th, is the first day of the motorcycle tour. When we get to day number 7, Friday, November 1st, that's the first day of the Day of the Dead Festival, which is a big deal in Mexico, right? So after dinner, you can go downtown. There's partying going on and fun shit happening all over the place, and it's the whole town, the whole island is woohoo, giving her. Right. So that's a cool thing. And then starting the next day, day number 8 of the program is a Saturday, November 2nd. We do a half-day scooter tour on the island of Cozumel. And just so everybody understands, C&M Scooter Tours is also Kurt and Manny. They rent scooters, they do tours of the island and that kind of thing. So it's 1 scooter per couple. Okay. And that's included. After the tour, again, the tour will be over mid-afternoon. So you get the rest of the day free and evening to enjoy more of the Day of the Dead Festival. Okay. And then for the next 6 days, free time on the island of Cozumel. Breakfast is included every day at the hotel. Okay. So that would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday through to November the 14th. It's breakfast included, and you're free to do whatever you want on the island of Cozumel. However, a really cool thing is Kurt has thrown into the package 1 scooter for each couple for all 6 of those days. So that's why the scooter tour is on the Saturday on the first day. So everybody gets oriented to the island a little bit, kind of gets a feel for where they want to go and what they want to see and do. But then the rest of the time, they get a scooter for themselves, including fuel and insurance, and that they get to use that scooter to zip around the island, which is really cool.
They get to explore on their own. There's a lot of things they can see here. You don't
have to worry about taxis or any of that kind of stuff. The fuel for the scooter is included. The only thing that we caution you on is alcohol. Don't drink when you're on the scooter. Okay. When the scooter's parked again at the end of the day, when you're finished, then fill your boots. Do whatever you want. Lots of margaritas and Pacificos and
right here with the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Everything. Lots of great restaurants and places to go. Total walking distance from the hotel. Total walking distance, right? So after the scooter's parked, and that you can, and you don't have to use the scooter every day, but it's there for your use if you want it, right? Okay.
All right.
Yep. The other thing that we include is 2 activities and excursions on the island with a company called Flip Tours Cozumel. That's included in the package. It's 2 per person. Okay. So here's where husband and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, you don't have to do the same tour with your partner if you don't want, or you can. And there is on the website and everything, there's a listing of 12 different excursions and activities that are included. So you can choose from 12 different things. You've got a voucher and you just call up the Flip Tours and book it, show your voucher, and you're good to go. And these activities go from razor tours to cooking and tequila tours to island hop trike tours, catamaran snorkel and beach party tours, jeep and beach tours, catamaran sunset sails, cenote cave, ATV adventure jungle tours, all that kind of stuff. And there's even a private shuttle island hopping beach bars tour for those of you that might want to just do that and get wasted all day long, right? So
us all day.
yeah. So that's all included. That's your second week. So it's a total, and then the 15th day, which would be for this program this fall, day number 15, Saturday, November the 9th, transfers back to the airport in Cancun are included. So that means the ferry transfers back to the airport, the whole deal, and then you're on your way home. What's not included here is airfare, of course, from your home location to Cancun and back. That's not included, right? So the 2-week, 15-day package price for that in US dollars, okay, this is for 1 motorcycle, 1 scooter, 2 persons, 1 hotel room. So it's a couple, right? $4,499 US per person, all taxes included. Okay, so that's a really good deal, even when you convert it to Canadian dollars. Okay, so that's essentially it. And like I said, the motorcycles on the tour for this particular program are Road Kings, so everybody gets a Road King. And there's only 5 spots available for 5 couples. And we are promoting this at the moment to Canadians, just within Canada. So contact me, Freedom Biker Tours, and we'll get you fixed up. And it starts on October the 26th. There's only 1 date for the tour for this year, October the 26th. It's a very special package. So come down and join us, and let's hang out in Mexico, because Carmen and I will be there.
Well, that's kind of the key point you brought up for this being the 1 date is it's hitting into that festival in Cozumel. Like that's going to be, that in itself is a vacation package that people probably sign up for.
Yeah. Cozumel's a beautiful island. It's so tropical and warm, and Kurt took us on a tour of it. I'd never been there before, and he took us on a tour of it last November. And wow, like it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. If you haven't been to Cozumel, you gotta go.
It's actually an itinerary on my cruise next April, I think it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, well, they're world-leading cruise ship destination of the world is Cozumel. More cruise ships come to Cozumel than any other place in the world.
Yeah, when we were there for a few days, because we stayed for an extra week after the motorcycle tour, and we took a ferry over. How many cruise ships were docked? 3, 4, something like that?
During high season, we can have 12 cruise ships.
Wow.
And they're looking to put in another pier, believe it or not.
We saw it under construction. Yeah. This package is something that, after me and my 40 years in the industry, we wanted to make it so that Canadians could go down there and have a 2-week vacation. And the first week is on the motorcycle all around the Yucatan Peninsula. The second week is more, it's on the island of Cozumel. Still lots of good stuff to do, but lots of free time as well. So you can really, really enjoy your vacation together as a couple. So that's all I have to say. I'm shutting up now, Rob.
Travis, what questions do you have?
Are you around very often to hit up if you have an idea, you want to try something else, or just so that you want to do something and come talk to you, Kurt, if you're actually around, or do you head back to the mainland and not kind of there for the last week?
So Cozumel, I'm in Cozumel right now. This is my house.
You'd be like, yeah, Kurt, take me here. And you'd be like, I'm on it.
Well, yeah, I got my phone on me. You can call me. Actually, our shop is right around the corner from where you guys are staying. So you can actually leave the scooters right at the shop. Because as long as you guys are back by 5, 6 o'clock, because that's when my guys normally leave, you can leave the scooters there and just get up in the morning, come around, walk around the corner. Oh, let me grab my scooter again. So you guys will be in great shape.
That's the idea is that because it's only a block away from the hotel where the scooters are, that's where you pick up the scooter in the morning and you drop it off again late afternoon and like that. And then, yes, Kurt is there in case there's a problem because it is our vacation package. It's C&M Motorcycle Tour and Freedom Biker Tours. So Kurt is the guy there that if there's a major issue while the guests are on the island of Cozumel, Kurt is there to be contacted because he lives right there.
Yeah, I'm going to be here the whole time. I'm usually doing the concierge. I'm usually doing the luggage with you as well. So as the day goes by, because I'm doing all the booking of the rooms, doing the luggage, all that stuff. So I'm always around to if anyone has any questions or concerns or anything like that. So
the idea is that the motorcycle tour is a structured program, but then the island of Cozumel is structured to a point, but allows a lot of free time, and you can eat what you want, eat where you want, that kind of thing, right? So it's a real there's a lot of flexibility there, right, for people to enjoy their vacation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which attraction is our favorite? What on Cozumel or on the motorcycle tour?
Both.
Oh, great!
Everyone I know, either like Rio Secreto or Smile Cenote. But then
Rio
Ceniza that likes the history. So
Rio Secreto was very, very cool. That cave stuff, swimming in the water in those caves, that was really freaking cool. But I'm a big history buff, so I like Chichen Itza too, all that Mayan stuff. Seeing that playing field, that football field where they played soccer with people's heads and shit like that, and like that was just, like that stuff was just like wow. I'm like, these guys were nuts, these Mayans, and learning about the Mayan culture and what they thought about the earth and the different levels of above the earth, below the earth, on the earth, and just all their spiritual stuff and all that. And to me, I found that very cool. But the Cenote Somala is fun too. Jumping that, what was it, about 30 feet off that platform.
To jump in.
And it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep and all that. All of the stuff was fun. And going out on to the pink beaches and seeing all those flamingos, that was cool. But seeing those alligators and crocodiles right beside you in the water, that was really cool too. Right. So they're all my favorite. All my excursions are my favorite. But on the island of Cozumel, it's different. Like what's that one place you took us to, Kurt? Where you walk up and I had the parrot on my shoulder and on my arm and all that. Remember that?
The coconuts.
Coconut. It's a bar.
It's a bar.
It's a big bluff in the middle of this jungle, all these trees and all that. And it's like something out of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like something Jimmy Buffett would hang out in, with parrots all over him and all that shit and everything, right? And there was a parrot there, an African gray, just like the one I used to have, and it loved me. It was crawling up my arm and kissing me and nibbling on my ear and all this stuff. And it's just, and the ocean is right there, and the water is so turquoise blue, you just want to jump in. And it was gorgeous. And then that place you took us to for lunch, and we had the
Money Bar.
That it? What was that? What we had for lunch with the shrimp?
Ceviche.
Oh, ceviche. That was the first time I ever had it. Do you know how many times I've had it since then? Wow, it's just amazing. Yeah, it was the food there was so good. So anyway, it's all the people were super friendly, and and for $4,500 US per person for 15 days, that's a really good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there you have it.
And like I said, like JD was also stating, the other excursions that you do. I mean, once again, you just need to know what excursion you would like to do in advance. So, like I said, my favorite excursion, we did it with my daughter. She was here doing spring break, and she wanted to do something touristy. So we took the catamaran to Cielo, which included a 30-minute snorkeling tour, which was really nice in the called Palancar Reef, which is a really nice little dive site. You're right on the reef, about 10 feet below you, 10 feet. The reef is right there, tons of fish.
Well,
and then Cielo in Spanish means heaven. And it's a gorgeous area where it's about 2 square miles where the ocean is only like 3-4 feet deep. And it's all sandy bottom. And it's a lot of people go there and hang out, and you get drinks, you get margaritas, and hang out in the water. I mean, for a good hour or two. And then you have dinner, even though it's hamburger and French fries. It was pretty decent. They had their own private beach. We went to and had a great time. It was like a 4 or 5 hour excursion. My daughter loved it. So
you're a diving instructor, aren't you, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm a dive instructor too. Yeah. If someone wants to learn scuba diving, I can actually do that as well. I do work for a guy that it's called Intro to Scuba. So you don't need to be certified, but I could literally give you a crash course, which is about a 2-hour crash course, and then take you out, work on some some techniques you need to learn, and then after that, we actually take you to an actual really nice reef called Paradise, which is about 25 feet deep, and you sea turtles, eels, fish, tons of fish, eagle ray maybe. You may see an eagle ray, they'll swim by.
Cool.
So it's 30 minutes, and it's usually about a 4-hour excursion for that.
So that would be something that they would talk to the guests would talk to you about when they're on the island.
That's something I would personally do myself, because I would actually have to hire the captain of the boat and get the equipment and everything else from him. But that usually runs about maybe $100 a person. Sometimes it's a little extra because of the boat and all that stuff that you have to do.
That's a good.
I mean,
try and take an excursion off a cruise ship for under $100 a person.
No kidding, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it
definitely sounds like Kurt's the person to know in Cozumel. That's for sure. And because and that's also the great part is, as people are researching what they want to do, they could probably work with you in advance, knowing they're coming down on this 2-week tour, and basically ask you questions to get things set up for when they have that 1 week
exactly
on Cozumel, and you'd have the stuff already organized, so you wouldn't be last minute trying to do stuff. You would have it all laid out for them. And then it's like, for us Canadians, it's just a 2-week vacation. Everything's done.
Right. Basically, I would need to know of course, which days you would like to do it, what you would like to do, because everything is select times. Yep. So there's not like, I want to do it at 12 o'clock. It's, it starts at 9. So you got to be there at 9 o'clock,
Well, in this 2-week vacation package, they got 6 free full days on the island of Cozumel. So, plenty of time.
You get 2 excursions. Like I said, another favorite of mine is the pirate ship. I love the pirate ship. It's a sunset dinner where you get surf and turf dinner and all you can drink and everything else. And they put a show on, and they do all kinds of games, with adult games, which with couples. It's a really cool, fun time. And it's about a 3.5-hour excursion, which my wife and I done it quite a few times. And
with these excursions, with Flip Tours, they pick you up and drop you off, right? So you're not taking the scooter.
Well, everything is right there. Yeah. So I mean, you can walk to the pier. It's like 3 blocks. If you most of the boat excursions are right there, and right off the
Main
the
Strip.
safari.
Yeah.
The other excursions, once again, they would either pick you up or you would have to take a taxi. I mean, we can't like.
But you're talking an island that's like 30 kilometers long.
Yeah, but it's not far from all the excursions. Like,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
no
Like everything's
excursion
going to be right
on
there.
the other side of the island. All of them's on this side of the island.
Yeah.
So if anything, if it's not a boat tour, it like you said, if you're going to do the Razor tour, it's literally 3 blocks walk from where they start the tour at. Most of the tours start right there in Punta Lagosta, which is the one of the piers, one of the main piers here in Cozumel. And the pier is literally like 2 blocks from the hotel. So there's a lot of excursions that go from there. You wouldn't have a problem.
Cool. Well, we're looking forward to coming down there and with this package in October, for sure.
Well, I'm going to be here, God willing.
Well, I think we're getting close to wrap-up time because we've been at this 51 minutes. So I think we've definitely covered off a lot of good information. So I'd encourage everyone, check out all the social medias that Freedom Biker Tours, we posted all about C&M motorcycle tours. Check out all our links. They'll be also in the video description. And check these things out. This is actually the last of our spring live stream series. So until we come up with some other reasons to do live streams, we'll probably spool these up again when the snow flies back up here in Canada again. Better time to talk about motorcycling when you can't ride. So on that note, Travis, any last words?
Have a safe summer, guys. Get out there, do what you can do, ride as much as you can. Like to hear some adventures from this summer when it comes to the fall.
Kurt, any final parting words?
I'm going to be traveling all over the U.S., hitting all the rallies, Gettysburg, Sturgis, and everything else. So look for us. We have a huge, nice tent. Come and have any questions or anything, come and talk to me. We'll be there.
JD, final parting words?
All right. Well, enjoy the riding season up here in Canada. Ride safe. And check out Freedom Biker Tours Facebook and our YouTube channel. Our Ride the Rockies and Best of BC tour departing on June 22nd. It's got a bunch of bikes on it. We're going to be having a lot of fun and doing a lot more videoing. And then we hope to see you join us at the end of October for this 2-week vacation package. One note, the standalone week-long motorcycle tour does operate by itself too. So, but this vacation package is a one-time thing. We are looking at doing one of those a month down the road, but I just want to make it clear that for this year, it's a one-time deal, October 26th for the 2-week vacation package. But the motorcycle tour, standalone 7-day tour, can be booked on its own as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. I'm going to roll the credits now, and I'll talk to everyone shortly.
All right.